my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. Kenyatta is the ID that they gave me. This will be a reading from the Tarot Apokalypsis. The title of this reading is The Orgasm. 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 Oh Lord, the orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. Sing, choir. The orgasm. Yes, Lord. The orgasm. The orgasm. Wow. The orgasm. Sopranos. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. Altos. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. Tenors. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. Bass. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. Come on now. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. One more time. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. Come on, choir. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. The orgasm. the orgasm, the orgasm, the Oh, come on, let's give God some praise in the building for the orgasm. Now, you might have had an experience like no other. Now, I'm not saying that others have not had this experience, okay? I'm saying that you might have had an experience like no other, in that you have not had an experience of this magnitude since. Might have been a gift from above. You may have met someone that was a little different, odd, strange, but of course, you were looked at, maybe still are, as different, odd, and strange. And you met this person in your youth. Oh, you know, young, free, open, not too much baggage, but adult age. And you were intrigued by this person, and they were intrigued by you. Met this person, spoke with this person, and as time went on, as you all began to know one another, you found that you had so much in common. Person lived in a different city than you, or originated from a different city than you, but those cities were so much alike. At least that's what people say. You all had the same nickname as children. Nickname that could is gender, I guess you would say fluid. Okay, you could go for a boy or a girl. Okay, talking about a whole different time period now. Okay, before the mayhem of the day, of the current day. You found that when you were in the company of others with this person, having conversation of whatever sort, that they would often finish your sentences. But the crazy thing about it is, when I say they finished your sentences, I mean they finished your sentences word for word. The things that you were going to say, they said word for word. Not just one time, not just two times, but multiple times. And you might have found yourself sitting there looking at this person in amazement, like, how in the hell? This must be some good-ass fucking weed. And when you express to this person, oh my God, I was just about to say that exactly word for word, like for the 5th time. They're kind of looking at you like, yeah, you know. Like they plugged in. Like they understand. I mean, like they plugged into you. And you got to know this person, spend some time with this person. And eventually they literally plugged into you. When they shared themselves with you and they entered your vessel, it was like a lock and key. Now, we're not just talking about things people say. Because, see, this one, the lock and key today, and then when you fall out with that one, and then somebody else come along, then they'll key to your lock and lock and key and blah, blah, blah. And then we fall out with that one, and hear somebody else come along, and that you know, et cetera, et cetera. No, literally like a key and a lock. As they entered your vessel and as they plugged themselves in, you literally heard the click, 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 click. And when it finally engaged, you know, like a literal lock and a key, you hear that. If you listen to, you can hear the click, 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 till it gets all the way in and it's a perfect fit. And you hear it with the final clicking, and you can feel when you put that key in that lock, when you can feel when it is finally fully engaged and it's all in perfect alignment. This was your experience, or this may have been your experience with this person. And you just sitting there like, wow, this is some dope shit. No weed, no drugs of any sort. Okay. This brother may have turned some music on for you. Okay. When you were in his domain, you could feel this person's energy fully engulfed you. Okay, this person may have turned some music on for you, and maybe it might not have been music that you were familiar with. And when you ask, well, who is that? And they tell you Tito Puentes. Okay, and then here go the lock and key situation, and you find yourself moving with this person to the beat of the music, to the point where you become like in a trance, go into a trance-like state, and you find yourself literally physically feeling like you are becoming one. You're just a young thing, but you're flowing with it. You're not fighting against the tide here, not fighting against the flow, not fighting against the joy, not fighting against the feel good of it all, though you had never experienced anything like this before. And as you move and steer and enjoy each other's company and become one, and becoming one with this person, the next motherfucking thing you know, it's just like you remember in Doctor Strange, when the Ancient One, how did they say it? I had to look it up. This person here, to silence him, the Ancient One pushed Strange's astral form out from his physical form effectively, forcing Strange briefly into the astral dimensions. See, you didn't know shit about nothing like this back then, okay? And once again, like as you were becoming one, the next thing you know, the Ancient One of your friend here, okay, pushed your astral form out of your physical form, okay, and pushed you into the astral realm. And all the thing you know is you up there looking at fucking in the night sky, looking up at stars, look like some other kind of planetary something or others out there shifting around you. And you thinking to yourself, this shit can't be real. This shit can't be fucking real, right? Again, no drugs or anything of that nature, alcohol or anything like that. Okay, looked like you saw a shooting star pass your ass. You saw some green and some definitely stars. Looked like maybe purple or fuchsia. Okay, you might have even been pushed to the other side and saw a brief glimpse of the bright sunshine. And you thought to yourself, because you did know a little bit of something, I better be attached to that motherfucking silver cord, goddamn. But fear sets in. So you kind of force yourself back into your physical body to finish off your love session with your friend. And you think, maybe it's just me. But when it's all said and done and you sit up and look at each other, you both start cracking up. And he says to you as well, who are you? I don't know. Who are you? And in your times together after that, just meeting up with each other and taking a walk down the street and enjoying each other, It's always like as soon as that person lets out their hand or goes to hug you, you like pulled to that person like a magnet. And you both still look at each other like, who in the hell? What in the hell is this? And who are you? But of course, you're young. He's young. Never experienced anything like it. Never heard anything like it before. Don't know what it is. Don't know how to qualify it. Don't really understand it. Enjoy it. But then you got outside forces too. Like, oh, they too happy together. They smile at each other a little too much for me. I have to interrupt that. I'm sure from both sides, not just from one. I'm going to have to evil eye that shit and end that shit. And it all comes to a crashing, very unfortunate end. They go their way and you go yours. And unfortunately, one person turns to a life that is destructive. The other just cries for the person's essence and spirit and moves on, hoping to one day meet that person again, and if not, maybe I can meet someone like him. But I guess a one-time experience is just simply that. So I guess everyone else will make do. A blessing here, a gift. But you know how they say sometimes it's a blessing and a curse. Because you know you ain't going to never, ever meet nothing along those lines again. Not just the sexual aspect, but the literal being in tune to that degree, possibly with oneself. All right. Let's get into it here. We have Four of Wands in reverse. Eight of Pentacles upright. Ten of Cups upright. Strength in reverse. Queen of Cups upright. Missing home, I'm hearing. This was your home. This was your life, your livelihood. This was your person, I'm hearing. This was, in essence, your you, okay, manifested in another form, okay? Another shape here. Another being, yourself. Okay. But I'm hearing, but you had to run from yourself for a little while. There had to be some separation for a period of time, okay? There had to be, I feel, more than just a feeling or a physical and spiritual as well experience. This was going to have to take some work to manifest here, this Ten of Cups. Okay. But I am hearing this was your Ten of Cups. This was your person. This was your desire, your longing, your wanting, your needing, your expecting. I am hearing your expectation, your love. The love of your life, the man of your dreams. Okay. The one who was supposed to marry you. Okay. I don't know. Here I'm hearing a word, so I'm going to look it up to make sure I have a full understanding. I feel like, okay. To kindle you, the word I heard was kindle. You know, I was thinking of rekindle, but no, but I didn't hear I heard to kindle you this fire here. Okay, that we see. Okay, to set on fire, start burning, to stir up, arouse, illuminate, and glow. Here we have, okay, from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Okay. This was your man, this was your spouse, this was your love. Okay, the love of your life. You all were meant to come together as one and be as one. And you did, but only for a short period, only for a minute. This thing should have been, okay, for forever. Okay, but it got lost here. There were some weaknesses here that you and your friend experienced. Okay, you were not able to get along in a sense of getting along to bring this thing together, okay, to be as it was meant to be. All right. Like I said, there were outside forces, energies, okay, presenting themselves as something, okay, to your friend, indulging him in his weaknesses. And unfortunately, you were too damn weak to understand what was going on and what was right in front of your eyes. Okay. And this person here who indulged your friend, your lover, your oneness, okay, presented themselves to you as a friend, a hater, an enemy. Okay. They hated you. Something about long time awaited. I don't know. Let's keep going. Five of Cups in reverse. See, Ace of Cups upright. The Star in reverse here. And we have the Devil in reverse. You probably shared too much, talked too much, thought others would understand. You wanted to share. Because see, that morning when you left your friend's home, when you left his abode, there was you know how they talk about in church, joy unspeakable. Joy unspeakable. I can't remember the whole gospel song, okay? But there was a joy, an unspeakable joy that you experienced. You laughed all the way home. You smiled all the way home. Okay. You were in peace. I'm hearing wrapped, enveloped in joy and peace. Love and abundance. Till you got home, all the way home. And you had to share your life's experience, which you should not have done, but you didn't know, you didn't have any understanding of things, of how people actually were, or who they actually were. But this is my friend, a friend. They're not your anything. Anything. They don't want you to build, to have love, to have a life. And it may even have been a thing with, it wasn't so much you personally. But you got that. I want to share that. I want to enjoy that. I want to experience that. But see, you didn't know who you were. You just thought that, you know, you didn't realize that it was kind of a unique situation that not many people shared in, especially in your youth. But shit, hell, maybe at all. You didn't know who you were. But you know now, you're aware now of yourself. But I'm here, but they're banking on that you're not. Okay, whoever the they is. Because see, this was some long time ago shit. Before even some of you that are listening were probably a thought in your mother's womb. And that's okay. It's not a put down. I'm just talking about the time. You didn't realize that you would come to regret sharing the experience of this love with someone who was not in the same realm and aspect of reality as you were. But once again, you didn't know who you were. You didn't understand who you were. You didn't understand what you were, why you were, etc. You just were. You were just living in your being here. You didn't know that you was living right up under a devil here. You wouldn't believe that. Now, you might have known that they ain't shit in some ways, okay? But in your green naivety, or naivete, whatever, you didn't think it was that fucking deep that they would stoop that low. Simply to hurt you. But again, I want to feel that too. But them not realizing this is not a thing of, this is just what they do with every woman they're with. There has to be a connection here, a bond, something greater than both you and I could possibly ever understand. But again, you didn't think you had to have that conversation either. Six of Swords, upright. Three of Swords, upright. Queen of Pentacles, in reverse. Yes, so, found yourself by yourself. Without your love here. Okay. Now, this energy here, this man that you experienced this with, they moved away from you, from your energy, and really from your lack of understanding. Here, you was not perfect here. You said some shit and did some shit that was hurtful to this man. But you was dumb. Young and dumb. Okay. Now, you know how the rest go, but you're talking about this person's come, okay, but not full of enough of it. Okay. See, you were in the beginning stages of this relationship. Game player in the mind, mentally playing games with yourself because of your fear, not knowing any better. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? What am I supposed to say? How am I supposed to live this? I don't understand. I don't get it. Just so much torment, mental torment here, okay, from your lack of understanding of life and lack of understanding of self. Lack of understanding of who and what was around you in your realm. Okay. Giving love and yet taking it away. You can't say, I love you, then say later, I don't love you. Okay. Something that was so innocent and pure and true in its early stages. Okay, so it led to heartbreak of you both. Them moving their energy away to this false friend, amongst others, things, situations, people. because they had an aspect of themselves that you knew nothing about. You hurting yourself, aligning with youthful stupidity. It's not knowing any better. Leading to separation here. Ten of Swords in reverse. The Lovers upright. Four Swords upright. The beauty of what could have been, what should have been, what would have been. Had hearts not been torn from betrayal. Betraying of one another, betraying of self, both betraying themselves. It's heaven and earth meeting, coming together, being as one, as it was meant to be. Leaving you alone in a space and place of nothing more than contemplation of what took place, of what happened, of the experience. You might have written about it, maybe some poetry, you know. Them still kindling here, but not there. But now you have your sword of truth because you have your understanding. As you grew into your womanhood, it's Ten of Cups, Three of Swords, Four of Swords. What should have been, what came in the midst, literally in the midst, and what became of it. Nothing more than, well, I don't want to say nothing more than, just a wonderful, joyful experience. Meeting oneself, being with oneself in the form and shape of another. Is two souls becoming one. Even if but for a split second in time. I'm asking, what did it bring? I'm hearing the truth and understanding of oneself and one's being, where you are in the world, your place in the world, your shape and form and your being of self. That's it.